welcome to my channel. Please remember to like and subscribe to this channel. I'm bringing content to ensure that we can learn together, because many times when I do these videos I pull back on knowledge I've learned over a period of time, or I do some research to inform you. Now today I want to go to Harmony Beach Park located in Montego Bay. I've heard so much about this park and I want to take a trip. Just look at the scenery as we exit Ocean Point. It is wonderful. Today, traveling with me, I have the wonderful Miss Merkel and of course my daughter, who loves the beach, loves Jamaica, and I just want to say it is wonderful being able to come out. We have spent a lot of time at home ensuring that we are abiding by the rules that govern this country, and we wanted to take a trip out. In addition to that, we have had a lot of waiting time for just people to just show up and do something around the house. So that has been a long time. You know, in Jamaica, when you come back, you have to just understand that it's a waiting period. But don't be annoyed when someone say, I'm coming in the next hour, and they don't turn up till the next 5 hours. Understand the culture, relax, airy. You should feel airy as you wait, right? Not necessarily. But we're on the road trip, and of course these are some scenes as we travel along to Harmony Beach located in Montego Bay. At this point I can't wait to see what's happening. So taking the scene as we show you another section of Jamaica, from Lucy section to Montego Bay. Harmony Park Beach was once called the Dump Up Beach, and for years it stood there. As a matter of fact, in the 1970s, that space was created based on an expansion of the Montego Bay area, and I must say that it was good. People enjoyed the area, played football, they had trips from the country coming in, and it was a wonderful space. Notwithstanding, I must say that Dump Up Beach has its history. So many individuals in Montego Bay and around the area, as well as tourists, might have had bad experiences. I remember back in the 90s and the early 2000s, individuals complained that they were robbed and other crimes which I do not want to discuss. Since I'm taking you on my journey, we're in Hopewell. Dump Up Beach has its history. Hence, the movement towards making this a recreational space started a long time ago. I would say back in 2018, when there was a thought of how we could transform Montego Bay into making it more attractive for tourists as well as the locals. The move to transform the space into a recreational space must be commended. I have seen in Montego Bay where buildings have been set up and housing developments have been set up without giving consideration for recreational spaces. Football fields have been taken over by huge buildings and so on. Montegonians have no place to play soccer if they wanted to. That is football. Now, we have to consider why these spaces are important, and I'm going to go into some of the reasons and justifications why we must consider recreational spaces. One thing I've learned over the years is to ensure that you have your food when you go to the beach. So we stopped at Juicy Beef to ensure that we got some patties. Yes, Jamaican patties. What is a day without having a Jamaican beef patty or chicken, or it could be whatever it is, spicy beef. I've heard about that one. So please remember to try your Jamaican patties. Wonderful. Finally, we arrived at Harmony Beach Park. I must say that the security guards were professional. Every step of the way they gave us the overview of the park and what was required and what we were allowed to do and what we were not allowed to do. I was actually in total amazement at the transformation of Dump Up Beach to Harmony Beach Park. Very impressive. I could not believe what I was seeing. It is clear that someone had given consideration to what it means to set up an urban recreational space. Actually, it's the best of both worlds, right? You have the beach, you have the green spaces, and you have the city that is closely connected. Urban green spaces are really important. Can of course enhance the mental health of individuals if they're able to access these spaces. For example, you're a bit stressed out, you might want to go to Harmony Park Beach to have a swim or just to relax and take in the waves. I saw some people parasailing above. Wonderful way to observe nature in its fullest. What I like about this space is that it has several areas that you can exercise. For example, of course, you have the beach. If you wanted to swim and take a jog on the beach, you can. If you wanted to go on a walking trail or jog a bit, you can also do that. Based on my thoughts, I think Harmony Beach can offer people several benefits, which include benefits to their mental health as well as physical benefits. And this is connected to research based on urban green spaces. There are other benefits as it relates to this space being in Montego Bay, Jamaica. Visitors who come to Jamaica will love this space, and I think it's a wonderful addition to the tourist capital of Jamaica, that is. The design of this space has created all the facilities needed. For example, there's a washroom area with changing rooms and also outside showers to wash off your sand. There are shops, and these shops were not operational during the time I visited this area, but I'm sure they will be in the near future. There are also picnic spaces that you can just bring your food and enjoy. And of course, there's an office that if you wanted to talk to someone, you can just walk in and they will greet you in a friendly manner and make sure you're okay. I find this place absolutely gorgeous. You can see Freeport from this end, and you can just have a seat on one of these benches and just take in the Caribbean Sea. As I will state again, you cannot get it better anywhere in the world. Just look at this scenery. As I came out of the office, I was greeted with the scene. You can't get it better, can you? So I would say this transformation of the space was welcome. It was well received. Montegonians are going. Individuals from overseas will no longer consider this dump up beach, but rather Harmony Park Beach, located in Montego Bay. Absolutely gorgeous. I would say to others coming in, check this park out because it's a must. And I'm giving this park roughly a 9 out of 10 based on concept, design, security, accessibility, and in general, the atmosphere. Notwithstanding, there are two areas that need to be addressed. One is the issue of the restroom. As a male, and while using the restroom, I realized that people from outside could see me. I did ask them what was the reason for this, and they stated this was purposely designed. I think there should be a balance between security and privacy. Someone outside should not be seeing me using the restroom inside. Another aspect that could be improved over a period of time is by adding more shaded areas. Miss Merkel and myself stood under a tiny coconut tree for some while, and it was very hot. And to be honest, when we looked around, there were no other spaces available because they were already taken. And this was not a public holiday, but a normal working day in Jamaica. So I would say that's an area for improvement. I strongly believe that Harmony Beach Park should become a model for other communities and cities in Jamaica. Too often in Jamaica, we have seen where beaches have been walled off by private sector, and our locals have limited access to these beaches. It is worrying. Give people a chance in Jamaica to enjoy the natural resources, and I think that Harmony Beach Park is a model for others to follow. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel as I bring you content that's relevant to education, technology, culture, and also a critical twist in everything that I present. Thanks for watching.